And welcome to part 7 of my Luthor Harkon Immortal Empires playthrough. And wow, hasn't time flown by. If you saw part 6, you would have seen we didn't do so good last episode. We have Gorok here besieging a settlement with Luthor inside with a very damaged and small army. So it looks like we're going to lose Luthor on the end turn here. And then we also have Melwyn over here, who did manage to take this settlement in Pox Marsh. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to take it. They just have way too many units, and I think I do need a temporary third army to help out over here. Now, we can build a building in the Awakening. I don't think I'm going to do that, because I think we do need that second army just to take this settlement back here. So let's go ahead and recruit a lord. So we're going to go for Law of the Deep, because I just love it. Gain loyalty from constructing pirate coves. And loyalty decline rate is lowered. So I might actually keep Dick Nut, what a name, about after this battle. So we could go and build some pirate coves to just increase our economy a bit. We also have these guys. Gain loyalty from ambush. Same again, or gain loyalty from defeating enemy army. You know what, let's go ahead and get the instigator. Wait, where is he? There we go, Dick Nut, smuggler, there we go. So Dick Nut, welcome to the army. And we are going to recruit some ranged units. We really do need some ranged units. We don't really have any. Am I not, one more turn and then we unlock deck gunners, I think they're called. Okay. So, until then, I guess we can get some zombie pirate gunnery mob. They have okay range. Oh wow, we're very poor. Okay, maybe we just get 2 units of deckhand mobs. We could just get an army of these because they're very cheap. In fact, they're the same price as the zombie pirate gunnery mob, so let's get 2 of those. And hopefully a second army is enough to remove this guy from our lands. If we just quickly check the diplomacy here. Yeah, no diplomacy to be had. We're really in a hard place at the moment. But let's go ahead and end our turn and then see what happens during the turn timer. The turn changeover? I'm not sure what to call it. But yeah, let's end our turn. Yeah, there we see Gorok attacking Luthor, and it says close defeat. I don't think there's any way I could beat his army. So we are going to auto-resolve that and sadly lose Luthor for a few more turns again. And, a valiant defeat here. Melwyn has decided to march out. Maybe I could win this if I fight it manually, because it's a valiant defeat. The main problem I have is how the hell do I close down fast enough to take out his archers? Because, oh, they can't fire whilst moving. I thought they could. Okay, maybe we do fight this. I think if we're just extremely aggressive, then we might be okay. Try and distract with some infantry and then just get right up in their faces. So, we will see a battle in this episode. Let's go ahead and try and do the impossible. So here we go, backs against the water. Our kind of a last stand here. Otherwise, all of our big armies have been wiped out, or our 2 major armies. And it will take some time to recover. But do not worry, this is not our entire force here, as we see our carronades and mortars firing off in the distance at the enemy. If I turn on the UI, you can actually see I hit some units off in the trees here and also on the other side, which our bloated corpse actually just got seen by these cavalry units. I had to try and make the best use of the terrain here to really try and win this battle. The trees obviously being the first thing that stood out to me. So we see the bloated corpse now break cover, and the cavalry making contact with a deck gunner unit, or a hand gunner unit, sorry, as our Lord throws some magic. And the bloated corpse over here realised he can't catch the knights, so he goes after this infantry unit. We will see if he can make it there before the archers shoot him down, because the high elves have insane range on their archer units. It's very hard for us to get close to them. There we go, and we can see he wipes out about half of their health, so still alive, still dangerous, but less units than they had before, as we see our mortar fire just crashing in. The knights going in for round 2. And the high elves are really scary. Their archers, just as I said, incredible range. I'm not really sure how to fight them. We will have deck gunners unlocked soon, which have like 240 range, so I'm hoping they are the answer that I'm looking for. But if we zoom out here, we begin to see our units moving through the trees. I decide it's time for the ambush. In hindsight, it might have been a bit too early because a lot of their units are still coming through here. So maybe we did decide to start our ambush a bit too soon, but we'll see how it turns out as we advance through the trees here, trying to catch their archers off guard. So the archers do see our hand cannons and start shooting them. Our hand cannons also exchanging fire. Of course, if we exchange fire 1 for 1, then we will lose this battle because they do have a lot more range units than we do. The hand cannons trying to close up a bit, but just look at the volume of arrows they're able to send from archers in the distance. The fact that they outrange us is really what made this battle so hard, as you can see some more magic in the distance there from our Lord. And if we hop over to the other flank, meanwhile we see that our infantry lines have engaged the enemy. Friendly fire from the mortars as always. And then we have some bomber units coming over from the trees here. Again, taking fire from multiple units, just incredibly outranged really. I feel like we weren't really able to do much of anything. As now we don't even see them throw any bombs. And they're already crumbling, so our bomber units in this were pretty much useless. We go over and look at our hand cannons. We've got an enemy archer unit outflanking us, and again, basically all of our forces have crumbled here. So that's the best part of our army gone. We have a few melee units here holding the line, but now all we have is our legendary lord, or our lord, sorry, and our mortar and cannon units, which, let's be honest, the outcome does not look promising. No matter how much we tie them down. Just the sheer volume of enemies that still remain, like, just wow, look at this clump here. In fact, if we look back here, there's just not a lot of dead bodies at all. We really didn't do too much to them. You see them all just finishing off our infantry. And now begins the assault on our artillery. Our lord also engaging in melee combat with the enemy lord, as he does manage to shoot him in the face and ground him. There we go. At least we got him one good hit. And again, shot right in the face. The lord casting some magic. But I feel it's just a question of when, and there we go. A Pyrrhic victory for the elves, but let's be real, it's I think that was a very easy victory for them. As you can see, guys, we did get wiped out. I tried to be smart and use the trees to try and ambush them, but just couldn't get close enough. Their ranged units just absolutely destroyed me. Yeah, I'm really having trouble fighting the high elves. I think I just need to maybe rush them even more, but I guess we didn't really have the units that we could rush them with. One of the bloated corpses managed to get in, but the other two were shot down long before they even reached their targets. But back to the campaign map we go. There we go, so a valiant defeat, completely wiped out. The dead rise again, but we don't have a legendary lord, so I'm actually not sure what will happen there. Okay, they just gave us a temporary lord, and yeah, they're going to be wiped out. A plan of action. The night sky bleeds purple. The wind of Shyish is strong, instilling the crew with newfound vigor and strength. Now is the time for action, for conquest, and for using this magical boon to our advantage. Should we control the seas or turn our attention to new lands, so we can get plus 20% movement range or plus 20% casualty replenishment. I think the casualty replenishment sounds good, so let's go ahead with that. And of course, Noob Firewalker dies for the second time in this playthrough. Oh, ouch. And Eve Boot Snatcher is also done. Luthor wounded. And a settlement lost. It's not a good turn for the vampire coasts here. Gorok gaining more ground on us, or gaining ground back, although the Skaven have gained ground on him, so maybe the Skaven would be our saving grace here. So Melwyn is trapped right now. Maybe we can raise... no, we can only raise 3 units. I don't think that would be enough to take on his forces. These archers are absolutely insane. So, I think maybe we bide our time a little bit now, and we build up an army for when Luthor returns, because now we do have access to deck gunners which have 245 range. If we look at Melwyn's archers, they only have 180 range. So we will actually outrange them, and I think that solves our problem. They're quite expensive. Yeah, they're the second most expensive unit, minus artillery. So they have armor-piercing missiles, they're aquatic, and just that range is insane. So let's go ahead and get some deck gunners. We can raise dead as well. I don't think we're going to bother with any of these, because we're going to get depth guard soon anyway. But we can upgrade this building to get rotting Promethean. Do I want to do that? How long before we... 2 turns, and then we can upgrade to a tier 5 stronghold. But we need 16,000 gold. If we save for 2 turns, we'll be just under, because we got to recruit an army. But 3 turns we should be able to upgrade to tier 5. And then we can start getting Necrophexes, which have 330 range. So, I think we can come back from this. 100% we can come back from this. It might just take a few turns. And when we do come back and have all of our high tier units, them elves better start running. But let's upgrade 4,000. No, let's not spend 4,000 gold. We need it for this army here. Is there any diplomacy that can help us out? I don't think so. Yeah. There's no diplomacy that can help us. We're just going to have to be patient. Hopefully, they shouldn't be able to take this, because we do have a pretty decent garrison here. But let's go ahead and end our turn. And begin the slow but steady rebuild. Yeah, that's a decisive defeat. Okay, we're going to lose another settlement to Gorok here. But that's okay, because we're going to come back stronger.
I might kill you, but worry not. An empty vessel still has a purpose.
So another lizardman decides to declare war on us. That's okay. We're gonna wipe them all out. It's just a matter of time. Settlement sacked. Quetzal has been sacked by Really? He didn't occupy it? Where's Quetzal? Down here. Okay, he decides to just sack it. Maybe he's going to occupy it next turn. But we do have a new technology. Plus 10% range for zombie, pirate, gunnery, mob, and deck dropper units. They've disappeared. The populace in one of your settlements is gradually vanishing. On certain nights, whole ghettos or districts are left abandoned. The only clue for the remaining denizens is a triangular symbol daubed on a nearby gate or wall. I believe that's Skaven related, right? Minus 10 growth. That's okay because that's the one we just lost. Right, let's go ahead and research some stuff. +2 recruitment rank for mortars, carronade and deck gunner units. I think I'm... I don't know. Recruitment cost minus 10% for necrofex and plus 10% armor piercing missile damage for necrofex. I will get this one because by the time we have this researched, we should be able to recruit necrofexes. And then people better run, or lizards better run, elves better run. Oh dear, Cinch is coming down here too. Oh, this is not good. Don't worry guys, hold strong. We've got this. So we just want to keep recruiting here. Let's get some more deck gunners. I feel like they're going to be our saving grace here. And I feel like we should also recruit another hero. It's going to be a gunnery white. So, do we want knowledgeable, plus 15% character experience? Do we want determined, plus 3 leadership, and immune to psychology? Aren't they already immune to psychology? I'm not actually sure. I don't think we can see that in this screen. Or do we want devious, hero action cost stuff? Let's go with knowledgeable for the experience. Charles the Creeper, welcome. Of course, this is going to be the 3rd time we have raised you. But, Noob Firewalker, welcome back to Luthor's army. Although it's not really Luthor's army right now because he's on a little vacation regenerating. Why is it not... Okay, you can't highlight? Weird. Firewalker. It let me highlight it but it didn't let me delete it. So, Noob Firewalker, welcome back to the ranks. Let's give you Gambler's Armor, plus 5 armor, 8% ward save, very nice. And we can't give you this one, that sucks. Can we put you in the army this turn? No, because you don't have enough movement, that's fine. So we're going to hire here. I don't want to raise any of the dead, to be honest. We'll just take our time, there's no rush. We will check the diplomacy. Yeah, it feels pointless checking diplomacy at this stage. So let's go ahead and end our turn. And that is turn 50. And, what a miserable turn 50 it is, hey? It's okay, we'll get there. Wow, yeah, we're gonna have to auto-resolve that. There's no way we can win. Oh, a close defeat. It's all knights, though. Could we actually win this? I don't think so. It's a close defeat, right? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to give way to the Bretonnians as well. As much as it sucks. An ocean of opportunities. Conversations with several captured admirals have brought information to light regarding several potential targets. We will only have time to strike one, however, so we must choose wisely. Which convoy should we attack? This option generates a mission with a medium reward, high reward, low reward. Dark Elf Slayer, maybe we should go with Bretonnian merchants, just because the Bretonnians did just capture a settlement, and I like that one for roleplay. So let's go and target the Bretonnian merchants. And of course, Gorok sacked the settlement again instead of occupying it. And we did lose Tlax to the Bretonnians, and we have a Mishu. Those sanctimonious sops in armour, the Bretonnians, have sent an heavily defended convoy of merchant ships our way. Crow reckons they be heading to Araby, and by their sluggishness I'd say they're carrying a goodly haul by those escorts. Let's strike now and take their riches for ourselves. We get plus 5,000 treasury and plus 200 infamy. I don't think we can really deal with this right now though. We have more pressing matters like trying to take back our starting province. Now, we did gain growth, so now we just need a 16k. We are getting 4k, so that takes us to 17k next turn. If we recruit, however, we could afford maybe to buy 1 unit. I don't know. If we do this, we're 12k. Yeah, we should be fine. Let's hire 2 more deck gunners. I think a deck gunner, 6 deck gunners with 1 gunnery white. Noob firewalker here. Should be okay. That should be enough to deal if the elves attack us. Now we can't hire Luthor again either. And sadly it's going to be a really passive turn. We will check diplomacy just in case by some miracle something's changed, but yeah.
Defender of the Everqueen.
No chance of peace here. I do think this would be fairly easy to take back at least. Although they didn't take much damage. Okay. No idea honestly, but let's go ahead and end the turn again. Aim for the head. New targeting techniques have been introduced to your army's training regimes, teaching the troops to focus on the enemy's weak points. Damage from missile weapons has increased faction-wide as a result. Plus 25% missile strength for all armies for 5 turns. Maybe that's exactly what we need, although I don't fancy taking on the whole settlement and all of these archer units with just this army. I don't think that's a very smart thing to do at all. A merchant's shipwreck. Should we go and search this shipwreck? It might give us something good. Before I do that though, let's upgrade our settlement to tier 5. We finally have enough gold. 7 turns, wowzer. And let's go and search this shipwreck. Dick Nut. His name is insane. A loaded shipwreck starts to sink as your heavy-booted crew fail to take care while offloading the salvage. There is only time for 1 more load before they must abandon ship. Your army will perform better in battle, or your army will perform... yeah, let's do arms and armor. So we get plus 1500 and plus 15 armor, plus 8% weapon strength, and plus 8 armor piercing weapon damage. Very nice. And we can even return to the settlement. Now we do have 2.5k left over, which makes me want to hire some depth guard as a front line. How much melee defense do they have? Only 36. They are armored and anti-infantry though. I do want to test them out. Can we recruit Luthor yet?
Yes, at once.
How many turns? Okay, 1 more turn and then we can recruit Luthor back to our ranks. Tlax is also undefended. I don't want to march out too far though. I think they can... I don't think they can reach here in 1 turn.
The sea brings death.
Yeah, they don't seem to be able to reach here. So maybe... we've already moved though. We used up our movement, so we can't actually move over here like I was thinking. Okay, let's go and hire some depth guard. And I just realised, Cinch is actually gone. It's Bretonia now. Was it Bretonia the whole time and I just didn't see? Didn't look properly? Maybe. But that's turn 52 done with. Let's get those depth guard into our army and get Luthor back. Ready for duty. Your Lord Luthor Harkon has returned from their absence and is once again ready for duty. Oh god, a Luthor. That was oh, bad images, right. Let's go ahead and bring Luthor back. There we go. We're gonna have to give him all of these units. We are recruiting 2 Death Guard there. Can we put Luthor back in here? No, we can't. Okay, that's fine. We're also going to recruit some extra... we want more depth guard, but I also want mortars and carronades still. Let's get a depth guard. I think it's going to be more useful. There we go. 6 deck gunners. Maybe that's a bit too much. I really don't know. We can build something here. Rotting Prometheans. No, how much gold do we need for this? 9,700. I thought I said 97,000 then. And I had a little panic. We do have time before we need that.
What are we waiting for?
I could build... No, that's 10k. Okay. Right. This... Here. Could we come back down here? No, I can't. I really need to go and take these back before I go back over to Gorok Lands, so we're going to need to end our turn here, sadly. The Bray Herd come! Out of the forests they emerge, the horned beasts that stand upright in a vile parody of man. They are the Cloven Ones, the children of chaos, and they have come for us, to tear down our civilization. The war herds are migrating and destroying anything in their path. Defend yourselves from the Beastmen's wrath. Okay, that's just what we need. More enemies to deal with. Romaine here did move an army into here, but only 2 stacks. That's fine. 2 stacks, 2 units. Let's go ahead and give Luthor some depth guard. He is recruiting 1 more depth guard next turn. I feel like we need more. I would ideally want 5, but we just don't have the time. So I'm going to recruit 2 mortar units, and then we're going to go take Luthor to go and take Klex. Dick Nut, we don't really need you anymore, so let's get rid of you. Just to lower our outgoings. Still got another 5 turns on this. Oh, it sucks that I can't do more. Do I want to build this up? That's the problem. I don't really know. No, I think it's a good idea to save money. And we will check diplomacy, because it's been 1 or 2 turns since I last checked it. Yeah, no improvements. Okay. But I think that's all I have time for today. I appreciate last episode and this episode there hasn't been much action, although we did get a fight in today, so that's good, even though we lost. But yeah, next episode we're finally going to march Luthor, go and take Tlax, and then I think we're going to move in on Melwyn and take back Poxmarsh. That's our goal, re-secure our starting province. We should get Necrofexes in the next episode or 2 as well, which will really help and just really get a big power buff. But yeah, if you guys have stuck it this far for the Luthor series, I appreciate you, because it hasn't been smooth sailing. But I will see you in tomorrow's video. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.